Hey folks, I'm Dennis. Thanks for watching my video. Today I'm going to show you just a real quick video on how I organized my bits for my drill and driver. So let's get started. I want to make something I can put on the wall next to my drill driver station that's got all my bits in it. You could use just about anything, scraps that you've got. What I did was I had some pine scraps. I got a piece of 1x6, I got a piece of 1x4, and I've got a piece of 1x2, and I just glued them together like so, stacked up. After I cut the excess off of each end of my glue up, I ended up with 11 3/8. I've got 2 inches on each of these steps and then 1.5 inches here. If you've got a lot of bits that you want to put in here, you could actually drill 3 holes in each of these 2-inch steps and probably still have plenty of room. I'm going to just put 2 in each one. You could space them however you want. You could even stagger them, like I've put mine in line. You could even stagger them if you wanted to. You could put 3 on each one of these 2-inch wide steps if you wanted. You could get a lot more bit storage space. You know, if you wanted to put them closer together, you could put 2 in each row here. You could close them up more. You lay it out whatever works for you. This kind of gives me enough bit space without making my holder too big. Anyway, what I've done with mine is I stepped them back from the front edge of each step 5/8 of an inch, and then on the 2-inch wide steps I came out 5/8 from the back 5/8 from the front, and then lateral spacing is 3/4 of an inch, so it works out pretty close all the way across. That gives me 28 is 56, and 14 is 70, so that should work out pretty good. I'm going to center punch every spot before I go to drilling them. I'm going to use a 5/16 bit. Seems to be a good diameter for getting these bits in and out without it being too sloppy. So what I'm going to do on the lower step, because it's only 3/4 of an inch thick, is and I'm going to use it mostly for the short bits, the 1-inch bits. I'm going to drill 3/8 depth here. I plan on putting the 2-inch bits in the second step, so I'll drill those holes about 3/4 of an inch deep, and then I'll use my I'll put my 6-inch bits in here, and I'm going to drill these holes about 1 inch. That way they'll still work for the 2-inch bits if I get more of them and I want to put them up here without any of the holes being so deep that it's hard to grab a hold of the bits and pull them out. If you have a drill press, it's going to be easier to do this on a drill press. That's how I'm going to do it. If you don't, then take your drill bit, decide what depth you want to drill your holes, and measure back from the tip to that depth. So like in my case, on this first level, I'm going to drill them to 3/8. So I would measure back from the tip 3/8 of an inch, and then just put a piece of masking tape. You can use a Sharpie if you want, but masking tape's easier. It gives you a bit of a flag. Put it around there, leave it off in that way, and you can even do it with a hand drill. Go through and drill each one of those, and then when you get to this one, take the tape off, remeasure, put your tape on 3/4 or however deep you're going to drill yours, and then go through and drill all those holes. So I'm going to do mine on a drill press so I can set the depth stop. Makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to take just a little bit of sandpaper and knock off the burrs from the drilling. I've got pegboard on the walls of my shop, so I'm going to set mine up to hang from the pegboard, and I'll show you how to do that. Now you could do it with a French cleat if that's what you use. Put a small cleat back here. You could put like a piece of 1x4 on the back, or 1x6, something like that, piece of plywood, whatever, and then just screw attach it to the wall. However you wanted to do it, just depends on your shop and how you're set up. I'll show you how I do mine with pegboard. I chamfer off this top corner just a little bit. I'll take a 45 off of it, about that much. You can rock it into the pegboard, and then I'll drill a couple of L hooks in the back of here. Since this is 11 3/8, I can do one at 1 3/16, and then I can do one at 10 3/16, and that puts them basically centered. To avoid putting them right on my glue line, I'm going to put them at 5/8 down from the top edge, and then I'll drill me a couple of holes for my L bolts. I like to use these. They're 12 gauge 1 3/8. I'll leave you a link. And then I'll run them in to where they're about that deep. You know, when you locate your holes, you want to make sure that when you run that thing all the way in, that whether it's this fixture or some other fixture that's got holes in it, you don't want your L bolt or screw to go into the hole where, you know, a bit or something that you're storing is going to be. So these are 12 gauge, so I'm going to use a 3/32 bit. I'll just get them started by hand. It's easier on your fingers to hold them with a pair of pliers and twist them in. So I'll adjust it as I put in my wall, but I'll get them about like so. So then when you go to put it on your pegboard, that chamfer will give you the relief that you need to get it in there and swing it. And then you may have to adjust the depth of your screws to make it hang the way you want to. This one should be about right. Get that line, get your holes lined up, and then now we're good to go. The 2-inch bits will go okay in the front. They're a little wobbly with that 3/4 inch depth. These will go okay in there, but they're a little deep, so that's why I've got so many holes here and here. These should go up here all right. The 2-inch bits will go in the 6-inch bit slot fine. Gives me enough room to sort them out by, you know, like number 1s, number 2s, type, square drive, Phillips, couple slotted, whatever, magnetic holders in the back, long ones in the back. So that should work out fine. It's simple but effective. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Subscribe to my channel below, right over here, and leave a comment if you would. If you'd like to see more of these simple sort of tool holders, leave me a comment below and I'll do some more videos like this. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you back soon. God bless you.